Welcome back to AgroWorks USA, the channel where we uncover the remarkable systems that produce the food and resources shaping our modern world. They may be small, but quail have become the center of a farming empire. In China alone, more than 500 million quail are raised every year, laying over 50 billion eggs, which accounts for a staggering 60% of the world's quail egg supply. From salted snacks to premium exports, these tiny birds are fueling a global demand few people realize exists. But what does it take to raise quail on such an industrial scale? In this video, we'll step inside China's modern quail farms to explore the full journey from egg laying and incubation to rapid feeding systems, egg processing, and meat packaging. We'll witness how automation and precision engineering have transformed a humble bird into a high-efficiency commodity. At the same time, we'll also ask important questions about environmental trade-offs and animal welfare. Can such small animals be treated ethically in mass production? And what happens when speed and scale become the top priority? If you enjoy videos like this, don't forget to like and subscribe to AgroWorks USA for more stories from the world of farming and production. Turn on the bell so you never miss an episode. China's quail farming system stands as one of the most expansive and efficient in the world. With over 500 to 600 million quail raised annually, the country produces approximately 50 to 60 billion quail eggs each year, accounting for more than 60% of global supply. These numbers are not only staggering in scale, but also in consistency, providing a steady stream of protein to domestic consumers and export markets alike. Production is concentrated in agricultural hubs like Hebei, Shandong, Guangdong, and Jiangsu, where farms benefit from established logistics, skilled labor, and government-supported infrastructure. The farming models vary. Some are small, family-run units. Others are vertically integrated agribusinesses handling everything from breeding to export under strict biosecurity and efficiency protocols. Each female quail lays up to 280 eggs per year, and with millions of layers in rotation, the daily output reaches into the hundreds of millions. The government and large corporations purchase around 30 billion eggs annually from local farmers, creating a robust income stream and helping stabilize rural economies. Meat production is smaller by comparison, but rapidly expanding. Specialized facilities process quail for both fresh and frozen markets, responding to growing demand for lean, small-portion protein, especially in urban areas and international markets. This system is built on scale, predictability, and automation. But behind the curtain of industrial precision lies a critical question: what compromises are made to maintain such output? As we move forward, we'll explore how this productivity is achieved and at what cost. In the industrial world of quail, farming time is everything, and every stage of the bird's life is tightly optimized for speed, output, and efficiency. The process begins with egg collection. In modern farms, eggs gently roll onto automated conveyor belts, minimizing breakage while maintaining hygiene. Only those that pass visual inspection, free from cracks or deformities, are selected for incubation. These are placed into high-capacity incubators kept at a constant 37.5 degree, simulating the warmth of a mother's body. After just 17 to 18 days, the eggs hatch. Within hours, hatchlings are subjected to vent sexing, a manual process where trained workers inspect each bird to determine its gender. Male chicks are separated for meat production, while females destined to become egg layers are moved into rearing cages. From here, the timeline is accelerated. Quail are fast growers. Within 5 to 6 weeks, males reach market weight and are sent for processing. Females begin laying eggs around 6 to 7 weeks of age and can continue for up to 12 months, producing nearly 1 egg per day under optimal conditions. Everything is calculated, from feeding intervals to lighting schedules, to stimulate growth and maximize laying cycles. Automatic feeders deliver precise rations of high-protein feed multiple times per day, while water systems run continuously to reduce stress and dehydration. This hyper-controlled life cycle is what enables the industry to operate at such a massive scale. But it also leaves little room for natural behaviors or slower-paced development, a trade-off that becomes more apparent the deeper we go. Do you think the quail's short life cycle is actually an advantage in this industry? If you agree, type 1 in the comments or share your thoughts below. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you'll be notified whenever AgroWorks USA uncovers something new and fascinating in the world of agriculture. To meet the demands of billions of eggs and thousands of tons of meat, China's quail farms rely heavily on automation and environmental control systems, turning what was once traditional livestock rearing into a finely tuned production line. Modern quail houses are typically multi-tiered cage systems, stacked several levels high to maximize space. These cages are equipped with automatic feeders, which dispense precise quantities of high-protein feed multiple times a day. The diet, often composed of corn, soybean meal wheat bran, and mineral supplements, is carefully formulated to support rapid growth and egg production. Water is supplied through nipple drinkers, ensuring continuous hydration without contamination. Waste is collected via conveyor belts beneath the cages, reducing ammonia buildup and maintaining air quality. Some larger farms even incorporate ventilation control systems that regulate temperature and humidity year-round, essential for keeping the birds stress-free and productive, especially during hot summers or cold winters. Lighting is another critical variable. Controlled light cycles, usually 16 to 18 hours of artificial daylight, are used to stimulate egg laying and reduce aggressive behavior. These environmental manipulations help synchronize the birds' biological clocks with industrial goals. Health monitoring is increasingly high-tech. Some farms utilize CCTV systems and automated alerts to detect unusual behavior, while others employ vet technicians to perform routine checks and vaccinations. Altogether, these systems create a near-seamless flow from chick to egg to product. But beneath the clean efficiency lies an ethical tension, whether the birds are truly thriving or merely surviving in the grip of industrial optimization. Once quail leave the rearing facilities, their journey continues through a tightly managed industrial processing system that emphasizes hygiene, efficiency, and scale. Across China, dozens of processing plants operate daily to handle the massive output of quail eggs and meat. Quail eggs are collected by conveyor systems and moved to sorting stations. Here, machines and trained workers inspect for cracks, deformities, and shell cleanliness. Approved eggs go through a multi-step process: washing, shell removal, brining in specialized tanks for several days, drying to remove excess moisture, and vacuum sealing. These automated systems minimize breakage and maintain egg integrity. Each year, hundreds of millions of salted quail eggs are shipped to markets in China, Japan, and Southeast Asia. Quail meat, primarily from male birds culled early for efficiency, is processed within hours of slaughter. The birds are plucked, cleaned, deboned, and portioned before being vacuum packed and flash frozen. These products are distributed to national supermarket street food vendors and exported to countries with high demand for ready-to-cook poultry. Beyond factories, quail products shine in kitchens and restaurants across Asia. Salted quail eggs are a common delicacy, served in bento boxes, tossed into noodle dishes, or enjoyed as standalone snacks. Quail meat features in traditional and modern dishes alike: 5-spice roasted quail, soy-marinated grilled quail, stewed with Chinese herbs, or even skewered and grilled at night markets. The seamless chain from industrial farm to culinary table illustrates how quail, though small, play a big role in feeding growing populations. They offer not just nutrition, but flavor and cultural identity. The integration of high-tech processing and deep-rooted food traditions is what makes the quail industry both efficient and enduring. What do you think about the current processing system? Even with so much automation, what role do you think human workers still play in these modern facilities? We'd love to hear your opinion. Drop a comment below and share your perspective. With AgroWorks USA Beyond.
我明白了，这是行为艺术。行为艺术，你看里面，埋上，埋。
China's quail industry is more than just efficient, it's a powerful driver of rural economic growth. Producing over 50 billion eggs annually, the sector generates billions of yuan and provides steady income for thousands of farming households. Thanks to government-supported cooperatives and integrated agribusinesses, small-scale farmers can now access hatchlings, training, and buyback contracts. This reduces market risks and ensures price stability across the supply chain. In provinces like Hebei and Shandong, entire communities specialize in quail farming.
A quail starts
Jobs
laying
extend
eggs
beyond
as early
raising
as
birds to include roles in packaging, transport, and feed supply, spreading economic benefits across local economies. Export markets add another layer of value. Salted quail eggs and frozen meat are shipped to Japan, South Korea, and the Middle East, where demand for small, high-protein animal products is rising. These exports boost China's agricultural trade and contribute to foreign currency earnings. Ultimately, this small bird supports a surprisingly large financial ecosystem, connecting rural livelihoods, global markets, and national food strategy. In the context of modern Chinese agriculture, quail farming is not just productive, it's economically vital. Quail farming is often praised for its efficiency. These birds require less land, water, and feed than larger livestock, and their rapid growth results in high protein yields with minimal input. On the surface, it seems like an ideal model for sustainable food production. But what does it take to raise quail on such an industrial scale? In this video, we'll step inside China's modern quail farms to explore the full journey from egg laying and incubation to rapid feeding systems, egg processing, and meat packaging. We'll witness how automation and precision engineering have transformed a humble bird into a high-efficiency commodity. However, when scaled to over 500 million birds annually, as in China, the environmental footprint grows. Waste management becomes a key challenge. If manure isn't handled properly, it can pollute water sources and degrade soil. Ammonia emissions from dense farms can also impact air quality. That said, quail droppings can be collected and used as nutrient-rich fertilizer, offering a way to recycle waste into agricultural value. Feed remains a concern. Though small quail consume large volumes of grain-based rations, often tied to monoculture farming, pesticide use, and land degradation. Energy use is another factor. Automated systems for lighting, ventilation, and egg collection operate continuously, increasing the farm's carbon footprint, especially in poorly insulated facilities. While each quail may have a small impact, the total environmental cost of mass production is significant. Moving toward true sustainability will require better waste utilization, smarter sourcing, and investment in cleaner technologies. Do you believe quail farming has a significant environmental impact? Let us know what you think in the comments section. And as always, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you won't miss our upcoming journeys through the hidden sides of agriculture. Because of their size and anonymity, quail rarely spark the same ethical debates as cows, pigs, or chickens. Yet when raised by the hundreds of millions in confined systems, they raise important questions about animal welfare and industrial farming. From the moment they hatch, quail are sorted by sex, an invasive but common practice that can cause stress and injury. Males are typically raised for meat and slaughtered within weeks. Females are placed in stacked cage systems where they spend most of their lives laying eggs with limited space for movement or natural behavior. Unlike chickens or pigs, quail are not protected by detailed animal welfare legislation in most countries. There's no minimum space requirement, no mandated enrichment, and limited oversight. As long as the birds produce efficiently, ethical considerations are often secondary. Some critics argue that efficiency-first farming devalues life, especially for small, short-lived animals like quail. They point out that sentience isn't measured by size, and that even these tiny birds can feel stress, discomfort, and fear. The debate isn't just about quail. It's about how modern farming defines the value of an animal by its capacity to produce or its right to live with dignity. From humble cages to automated production lines, China's quail industry reveals just how far modern farming has come and how much it asks us to reconsider. These tiny birds, once raised in backyard coops, are now part of a global protein network, producing tens of billions of eggs and feeding millions of people. But as we've seen, efficiency comes with trade-offs. The drive for high output raises concerns about environmental impact, resource use, and above all, animal welfare. Just because quail are small doesn't mean their treatment matters less. And just because their lives are short doesn't mean they deserve any less respect. As consumers, we rarely see this side of the food system. Yet behind every salted egg or vacuum-packed fillet is a complex web of decisions, economic, technological, and ethical. So what do you think? Should industries like this continue to scale up in the name of food security? Or is it time to rethink how we balance productivity with compassion? If this story gave you something to think about, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to AgroWorks USA, and hit the bell to stay informed about the real stories behind the food we eat. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.